Good evening and welcome to tonight's entertainment show, officially the second of the year. I'm Avery Klein.
And I'm Elias Bonilla.
Elias, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. Really excited for our second entertainment show. Going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get to it. Well, let's get started. This show spotlights all the glamour, all the stars, all the access, only on the A-list.
To kick off tonight's entertainment show, our first stories don't just bring Tucson's entertainment scene to our studio, they also bring our reporters out into the Tucson community.
This first section spotlights the Tucson community through featuring local students and even the employees of a nearby med spa. Mirror Aesthetics and Wellness offers an assortment of facials and treatments catered directly towards their customers. Not only do they help on a surface level, treating acne and blemishes, they also improve one's general well-being and confidence. UATV3 reporter Jacob Aries takes us behind the scenes of his very own facial.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Aries, and I'm here at Mirror Aesthetics and Wellness, where today I'm going to be getting a facial.
Located off of West Orange Grove Road, Mirror offers facial treatments, injectables, IV therapy, and much more. The lobby and pond outside is scenic, serene, and inviting. The patient intake was quick and easy. It was no time at all until my esthetician, Jocelyn, was ready for me.
Getting monthly facials is ideally recommended every 4 to 6 weeks. We're removing extra layers of dead skin that you do not want in your skin because that makes your skin dull. You'll notice a lot more fine lines, more wrinkles and texture that way, and you'll notice congestion. By doing like a stimulator peel, we're doing physical exfoliation, diamond glow. We're going to remove all that extra layer of dead skin that we do not need.
The experience was relaxing every step of the way. Jocelyn was informing me of what products she was using and what aspects they treat.
So this stimulator peel does have AHAs, BHAs, which are your actives. So that is going to help target, it can help target fine lines, it can help with the acne, it can help with hyperpigmentation. So we're gonna leave this on.
All right, facial went great. Jocelyn took great care of my skin. We did a lot of extractions today. We went over what would be best for my face moving forward in terms of products to use, as well as the next facial we would want to do. Probably want to do that in roughly a month or two. Let the skin set, see how it does with today's procedure. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, I'm Jacob Aries, reporting for UATV3.
Relaxation and tranquility are not often topics on our Wednesday night shows, which are usually filled with sports enthusiasm and extreme dedication. Though we're diving into entertainment tonight, that doesn't mean we're leaving sports behind. One of our reporters, Locke Kerfman, stepped into the sports fan community to get their thoughts on the homecoming festivities.
Hi, I'm Locke Kerfman. I'm here at the U of A Mall at the tailgating, asking some alumni and some students some questions. My first question is, do you think we'll win today?
Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona! Bear down.
Oh, obviously, yes. Yes, we will win today.
Obviously, yes.
Yes, I do. Bear down. I think they'll win 30-14. We'll win by 14 at least, for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely, bear down.
Favorite football player when you were going to the school?
I don't remember. Steve Kerr played. Steve Kerr played when we were here, so that's it.
Ooh, I'd say for Fitta. I mean, he's a quarterback, but I think he's a great player.
Honestly, my favorite player on the team is Z. Shout out Z, we love you.
Ooh, favorite Wildcat in football?
Yeah, football.
I'm gonna say Trump candidate.
Favorite homecoming tradition?
Tailgates, I'm glad we got them back.
When they make a huge fire in the middle of the mall, I thought that was really cool. But yeah.
Probably bear down Fridays.
Yeah, same thing for me.
Actually, we used to have a parade when we were in here.
I really like the student section during the game, though. Student section during the game's always been good.
Favorite U of A player in the NFL?
I'll go first. I'm gonna Rob Gronkowski by a mile.
All right, that's
By a mile. Best player. Rob.
Rob
I would say T Mac, but I'm Rob for right now.
Rob Bogowski.
What about you?
I love Gronk, but man, Nick Foles, he's electric.
Favorite NFL player with the U of A? Gotta be Gronk. Gotta be Gronk. Yeah, he's a party animal too. I love that guy. Legend.
Gronk.
Gronk, yeah. Seems like tailgating, bonfire, and Rob Gronkowski are fan favorites. This is Locke Kerfman from UATV3.
As we just saw, Tucson is a hub for sports fans, but it's also a huge scene for music enthusiasts. Accounting for the city's love of music, a new venue for music and live events just opened up. La Rosa Music Venue is located in the restored Benedictine Church in Midtown, tying the traditional aspects of Tucson's community to its new music scene. UATV3 reporter Alex Howes visited the church and has more.
I'm here at La Rosa, a fascinating new music venue at Midtown Tucson. I got the chance to speak to David Slutz, the owner of the venue. Let's take a look.
La Rosa is a new music venue that opened just over a month ago on the corner of North Country Club Road and East 3rd Street at the site of an old cathedral. Here is owner David Slutz to discuss the history of the venue.
We'd looked at many spaces and we were looking for something about this size. Was never intentionally going to be a church, but we walked into this place and absolutely fell in love with it and thought, oh my gosh, this could be an extraordinarily special space for Tucson. It's the right size, it's beautiful. We'll need some work for sound, acoustics, and a lot of things, but the space itself was unmatched. And so as soon as we saw it, basically that day, we decided this was going to be the place.
When asked about the offerings at the location, here is what David had to say.
When we opened it up, we wanted to have this place for everybody. We have a ton of great dance nights. We have great live independent indie artists and alternative artists coming through. We have legacy artists. We have famous people and up-and-comers. We have comedy. We have country. We have everything. So pick your poison. I think students would find a ton to enjoy here.
But that isn't all this new space has to offer. David was particularly excited to show off one of the venue's 3 bars.
We love this church and we want to use as much of it and keep it as original as it was. However, we're trying to have some fun with some of the spaces as well. For example, this is the old confessional, and we've turned it into a one-person bar where you get a good or evil shot after you confess to the bartender. And this is this little room right here.
This place seems to be really shaping up to be a cool new weekend spot for university students, but David says he's just getting started.
We're looking for feedback. We're saying, so far we've done 22 shows in 1 month, and it's been wonderful. We've sold out about a third of them already. It's doing really well, but I'm always looking to see what else is out there. How else can we use this space? Because you open up a place, you never know what it can become. And so far, it's doing great in everything.
If you're interested in learning more about this location, you can find more information on their website, larosatucson.org, or check out the venue yourself on North Country Club Road. Until next time, this is Alex Howes with UATV3, signing off.
Even though that is all we have of our reporters highlighting the Tucson community, there is so much more in store.
From a breakdown of recent Grammy nominations to a deep dive on Dancing with the Stars and a very fun trivia segment, we'll be back after a short break.
Good evening and welcome to Off the Record, UATV3's music segment. I'm Gabby Rosenberg.
And I'm Rachel Keatsman. We have an exciting and packed show for you tonight where we will be discussing the Grammy nominees as well as our predictions.
The Recording Academy recently released the 2026 Grammy nominations, and let me tell you, it's quite interesting. The excitement starts with Kendrick Lamar, who is up for 9 Grammys, Lady Gaga, who is up for 7, and Bad Bunny, who is up for 6.
From surprising newcomers to fan favorites, the nominations have already created quite the excitement. We're going to be breaking down all the controversy and what you should expect when the Grammys take the spotlight February 2nd. You know, Gabby, we are both such big music fans, so I'm so excited that we get to get on here and talk about this tonight.
I know, I'm excited. I am hoping that, our predictions go as planned, but we will see. All right, now let's take a look at some nominees for this year's most talked about categories. We're going to be starting right off the bat with Record of the Year. We have the nominations right behind us. I wanted to first off mention Wildflower by Billie Eilish. This was on her Hit Me Hard and Soft album that was 2024. She was nominated for a bunch of Grammys last year, but she is, up for this category again because she re-released Wildflower as a single this year, and I didn't really know that that was a possibility. Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I also didn't know that that was even possible. And while I am such a big Billie Eilish fan, I don't think that she deserves to win the award for this song simply because this is not a song from this past year. This is an older song and it was able to slip through due to like a loophole, I guess. So while I love Billie, I don't think that this is a song that she should be winning for. But a song that I do think should win this category is Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga has had such a big year this year, and I am so excited to see that she's nominated for so many things.
I agree. I'm going to talk about this, I think, a little bit later, but I have always been the biggest Lady Gaga fan since I was about 6 years old. And I would love to see her win Record of the Year. However, I do think it's going to end up being Kendrick Lamar. He really swept last year. And with that being said, I do think that, he put something in the critics' ears. And I think that I don't know, I think it could be his year again. We will see. He's also, like we said, nominated for the most amount of Grammys this year. So, yeah, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I could definitely see Kendrick taking that one home this year for sure. But moving on, we are going to be talking next about Album of the Year. We have some really good nominees up for this category. I'm really excited about this one. We have Lady Gaga up again, who is my personal pick for this category and the person who I also think will win this category. Like we said, she has had such a big year. She's been on tour. She's really coming back, I think.
I agree. I would love for it to be Mayhem by Lady Gaga. I said on the last entertainment show last year that she is really just making her big comeback. Old Gaga is so back, and I'm so happy about that. So I would love to see her take Album of the Year. I think it's a good chance between her and Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny also, with being, the Super Bowl performer this year, he has really taken everyone by storm. He's been on SNL a whole lot recently. You were mentioning earlier today that he was also in Happy Gilmore too. So, he's really making his comeback again. Well, he's always been around. I love Bad Bunny. So I think it's going to be either of them. I would love for it to be Sabrina Carpenter. I was really excited when I saw her on this list for Man's Best Friend. That album is incredible. It's really cool though because last year she was in the running for Best New Artist. So I think it's really cool to see that she is now, in Album of the Year, which is one of the, well, in my opinion, the biggest category of the Grammys. I think that's really incredible to see,
Yeah.
her success.
Speaking on that, I also want to mention that Mutt by Leon Thomas is also up for Album of the Year this year, which is interesting because Leon Thomas is also nominated for Best New Artist. So I think that just speaks a lot to his artistry, that he is such an amazing artist that just making his presence known this year and really being a breakout artist. He's nominated for both art Best Upcoming Artist as well as Album of the Year. So I think that says a lot about him. I also want to mention that Tyler the Creator has been nominated for Chromacopia for Album of the Year, and I love Chromacopia. I also love Tyler's other album, Don't Tap the Glass, and I love that he was nominated for both those albums, but Don't Tap the Glass was actually nominated for Best Alternative Album genre. And I think that's interesting because back in 2020, Tyler won Album of the Year for Igor. Um, he won Rap Album of the Year for Igor. And he was talking that he felt as though his album was not considered rap, but he was just placed in that category due to his appearance and like just how people perceive him. But so I think that he is really getting recognized for his genre bending this year. I'm really excited for him.
Yeah, he's incredible. I love him so much. But now we're going to segue into Song of the Year. This one, we were talking about this earlier today. Most of these artists are the same as they are for Record of the Year, which we thought was really interesting. Except for a new one that you guys will can see behind me. Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters is nominated. This one we both were kind of taken back in shock. This is from K-pop Demon Hunters, a kids movie, and I don't know. It's pretty incredible the fact that a movie song is up for Song of the Year. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, and I know that this has happened before, but just the fact that it is a movie catered towards a younger audience, but this movie blew up heavily on social media this summer when it came out. So I think that had such a big push in getting this song to be nominated for Song of the Year. We're going to touch on that more later about how social media can really push these songs to be nominated for this. So I think that's a really interesting nomination for this category, but I do not think that Golden is going to win this category. If I would have to give it to anyone, I think it's going to go to Doechii for Anxiety. And we were talking, we both love Doechii, although this might not be our favorite song of hers.
I agree. I love Doechii. I learned about her actually last year during the Grammy. She performed, and after that, I became obsessed with all of her music. However, Anxiety isn't my favorite. I would love, of course, to see Lady Gaga once again, Abracadabra. That whole album has a chokehold on me, so I want her to have a clean sweep, but we'll see. We will see.
I guess we'll have to see how that one comes out. But our last category of nominees that we are going to be talking about tonight is Best New Artist. And something interesting I had mentioned earlier, the social media presence in the nominees this year. All of these artists that you'll see behind us, pretty much all of them blew up on TikTok.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible to see how much of an impact social media is having, especially on the music industry. I was recently actually at a Tate McRae concert, and she came on stage and was telling us that she really got her start on YouTube. And that made me think back to all of the big artists that we know today, like Justin Bieber, for example. Everyone really got their start for us on YouTube. And I think it's really crazy to see that switch onto TikTok and social media. It just shows how much social media is evolving and just how much effort and excitement is going to all these new artists. For example, Cat's Eye. I found out about them through the Gap ad on TikTok. Okay,
As did most people, I think.
And then Addison Rae, our COVID-19 2020 lockdown influencer icon.
The original TikToker.
The OG TikToker. Somber. He has really taken, Generation Z by storm. He, is very loved by so many people.
Yeah, I think Somber and specific, he really blew up on TikTok this year when he had his album and his songs starting to come out. I feel like it was every one of my TikToks was just Somber. So I think he is definitely a front runner for this category just because of how popular he has been on social media. Although personally, I would love to see Leon Thomas or Lola Young win this award. Like I said earlier, Leon Thomas, I think he is a great artist, and the fact that he was nominated for Album of the Year speaks a lot to that. Lola Young, she has also just been doing amazing this year. She had her song Messy blow up on TikTok. That went viral. She also did some collaborations with Tyler, the Creator, on his Chromacopia album. I feel like that's how a lot of people got introduced to her. And personally, I just love her music. I think she has such a unique voice, so I'd love to see her take that category.
I agree. I do think it's going to end up being Somber just because of how much of a social media presence he has. Like we said, everyone really blew up on social media, but for his music specifically, everyone knows about him because of TikTok. I would love to see it be Olivia Dean. She's incredible. She has a new album, Art of Loving, that is 10 out of 10 recommend to everybody. It is so good. Me and my friends will blast it in the car all the time. But I mean, her album is really, really new. So I don't know. Maybe by the time the Grammys comes around in February, we'll see. But since it is so new compared to the other artists and their music, I'm not too sure. We will see.
We will see. And on February 2nd, when those Grammys come out, best believe that me and Gabby will be sat watching. And we can't wait to see how our predictions hold up.
I'm excited to see.
Me too.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a good one this
Some
year.
great nominees.
Unfortunately, that is all we have for you tonight on Off the Record. Once again, I'm Rachel Kietzman.
And I'm Gabby Rosenberg. Be sure to stay tuned until after this short commercial break for a breakdown of the season finale of Dancing with the Stars. Stay tuned.
I'm Kate Condon, and you're watching UATV3.
This is Madeline Heinrich, and you're watching UATV3.
I'm Jaden Zelm. I'm Demetra Alarcon. I'm Carly Siegel. I'm Delaney Penn. I'm Gabby Rosenberg. I'm Rachel. My name's Simone.
I'm Isabella Will.
I'm Avery Klein.
I'm Joey Bernal Alonso.
And I'm Pablo Rojas.
And you're watching
Welcome back to On the A-List. I am your host, Lorelai Lilly.
And I'm Gabby Alvarado, and today we're going to talk about all things Dancing with the Stars.
We will be ranking the couples on who we think will get out next and who we think will win. Gabby, what is your take on Andy Richter and Emma Slater?
Okay, so to start off, we have, in our own personal rankings, we have Andy and Emma placing 7th and therefore last. Also, this contains spoilers, just a heads up. But if you didn't know, Andy is an actor and comedian. And as you can tell by the picture, he is a little bit older. And no hate to him at all for that. But he should have been gone a while ago. And good thing he got out this past week, if you didn't know, on the episode that came out yesterday. There was a lot of other people that got out before him that should have gotten out after him, like, you know, Jen Affleck from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and Danielle Fisher, who is on Boy Meets World. I feel like they should have gone on a little longer than he was because he honestly wasn't improving. He was good, and I feel like that he got a lot of attention from people. Like, a lot of people online wanted to vote for him because he's a nice guy, but he just was not doing good. And so I had had enough with the audience sympathy votes, and I wanted him out, unfortunately, and we finally got that this week.
Yeah, honestly, I'm very happy he's out. I love him as a person. He's super sweet, but he got too many sympathy votes. And honestly, I think that the dance that they ended with was probably the best dance that he'd ever done. So honestly, I feel like that was a very good going out dance. Next, going out, we have Elaine Hendricks and Alan Burstyn. She's an actress mostly known for her role in Parent Trap, which is one of my all-time favorite shows. So I was very excited that she was on this. She did very good for the most part, except for when she hurt her ribs or whatever. Honestly, I feel like the way that they handled that was a little odd, but she is a very great performer. Her facial expressions are just insane. Like, you can tell that she is an actress. Like, you can just tell. I will say some of her moves in some of the dances do seem very forced, but honestly, yesterday in her dance, she got all 9s, and I think she probably deserved all 9s, not a 10. She's good, but I feel like she's gonna get out next.
Yeah, I agree. She was killing it with her injury, even that one week where she didn't perform and they pulled up like her last rehearsal dance. That I was scared that she was gonna go home for that, but I'm glad that she's still doing good and like she's able to keep performing pretty well, even better than Andy, someone else that was very steadily in the competition. But next, for our 5th place rankings, we have Dylan Efron and Daniela Karagach. So this is Zac Efron's brother, but he's making a name for himself. He's a TV personality. He was on the show Traitors, and he's also pretty big on social media. Like, I had seen him before being on Dancing with the Stars from like other influencers and stuff. And personally, I think he's just an all right dancer. I think his partner, being Daniela, she is so amazing, and she is great at doing tricks and flips, and so he's able to hold on to her and stuff like that. So, but her being so amazing kind of makes him look like he's doing more than he is. And so I don't really know how good of a dancer he is. And I guess yesterday we were able to see him dancing with another person. He danced with Rumor Willis, like one of the other Mirror Ball winners. And he also went against Andy and his partner for the relay. And so Dylan, we knew he was going to be Andy in the challenge, but we still don't really know how good of a dancer he is because he's just kind of with good people.
Yeah.
And he's able to do lifts and stuff, so it gives him extra points.
Yeah. Honestly, his performance got a 40 out of 40 yesterday, and I personally didn't think he deserved that. I feel like when he dances, he just looks so bored, like he would rather be anywhere else. That's just my take. I also think that Daniela carries honestly. But yeah, so in fourth place, we have Jordan Childs and Ezra Sosa. Oh my goodness. I love them with my entire heart. They are literally like the soul of this season, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Yes, I love Ezra so much. I watched last season. He was amazing. Loved him. He got out pretty early, didn't he?
He was like one of the first people that got out last season.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, he is literally the best. And I'm so glad that they paired them together because they have similar personalities. And honestly, she's an Olympic gold medalist in gymnastics. I have watched her. I've known who she is for years now. I was a little bit worried at first because her first couple dances were not that great, especially with the rope swinging one that they did. I was like, okay, this is a little interesting. But I feel like these past couple dances have been really good for them. I think they've been performing very well. And, with all of her gymnastic skills, she's just a lot better than some of the other competition.
Yeah, I think she really has the enthusiasm to like improve because obviously being an athlete, there's always a lot of pressure on you and wanting to do better and stuff. And I'm also really glad that Ezra got a better partner this year and somebody that kind of wants to be there. Because last year he got Anna Delvey, who was a con artist, and she just got out of prison. It was a really random pairing. And this year he's with Jordan, who really wants to be there. She loves it. They go so well together. So I'm happy for them. And so next, for third place, who we have is Whitney Levitt and Mark Ballas. So Whitney is one of the stars of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which is a very popular show. And everybody thought she was going to do really good because she has a dance background. And right off the bat, she was scoring pretty high from all the judges. But now I think she's a little overhyped and overscored, in my personal opinion, to where like now she's still scoring pretty high, but it doesn't mean as much because everybody else has been lower and getting better, and then she's just kind of stayed up there. And so honestly, I kind of hope the people stop voting in for her, like the number and the website, because she's just not improving as well as other people, and she was already a dancer. So
yeah, honestly, I kind of feel the same way. I already have preconceived opinions about her because I am obsessed with Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, but the favoritism just it should not be a thing. Like, and the whole thing with TikTok, them bribing them for votes, like, oh my goodness, it was insane. And ABC shut it down. But I just still feel like if you're gonna post on TikTok about, oh, if you vote for me, like, we'll do this for you, that's just shouldn't be allowed. So yeah, they are overhyped, but their dance yesterday was so good. Like, it was probably the best I'd seen all season. So that's what I have to say about them. In second place, we have Robert Irwin and Whitney Carson. They are my favorite. They are my all-time favorite people. He is a wildlife conservationist from Australia. Didn't really know who he was before this show, but he is so genuine. Like, he literally he's the kind of soul, honestly. And his dance ability, I didn't know he could do stuff like that. I could literally just go on and on about him, but his dance last night, his tribute to his dad, oh my goodness, it was the sweetest thing ever. It almost brought me to tears. Like, even just all the judges were in tears too. Like, it was just the sweetest thing ever. So
yeah,
I love him.
I also think him having the inspiration of his sister Bindi, who won a while ago, being there, it really motivating him to do well in this competition, because obviously kind of like a sibling rivalry. They want he wants to do good, obviously, but he genuinely just seems like a great person, and honestly he's probably going to get a lot of audience votes also, because half the time he like takes his shirt off and like he's very ripped, so I mean that'll get a lot of people.
Yep.
So last thing before our last couple that we want to discuss is, who do we think is going to win? Who we
want to win.
Yeah, who do we want
like
to
personally
win?
So
Lorelai, would you like to go first?
Sure. I personally want Robert and Whitney to win. Like I said earlier, they are, oh my gosh, I just love this pairing. He is the sweetest and most genuine person in the show, in my opinion, and he just genuinely cares for everybody. Last night, after they finished their dance, Derek Huff said that he is this generation's beacon of joy. And honestly, that just does not, that couldn't have been said better. Like, he literally is the sweetest soul ever.
Yeah, that's a huge, amazing compliment.
Yeah, it really is.
For me, personally, right from the get-go, when she was announced, I wanted Jordan Childs to win because obviously she's a great athlete. She, like, being in gymnastics, you obviously have a great sense of rhythm, like, for floor routines and stuff like that. And so I think she's going to do really good. I'm glad she's as far as she is, but I don't think she'll have enough audience votes with other people like Alex Earl, who we're going to talk about in a second, and Robert Irwin being in it because they're just so big on social media compared to her. And yeah, and also I have faith in her that she's going to go far because she's a good athlete, but she constantly gets complimented by the judges just for her to get like snubbed with scoring. Like last night, she got a 37 when 4 other couples, one including Dylan, who we said looks pretty bored and like isn't doing much, got 40s. Or like they called out Robert for having mistakes and he still got a 40. When Jordan, like, they didn't really have any mistakes and she got 3 9s and a 10.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So now we are going to talk about who we think is going to win, not who we want to win. So for the winner, we have Alex Earl and Val Schmerkovsky. I mean, this just kind of speaks for itself, honestly. They are very talented. Both. I mean, who knew Alex could dance like that? Like, wow. And she has the most amazing star, honestly. Val, I love him. But she has just been out of luck with the guest judges recently, like Flava Flav. First of all, who is that? Second, why did he give her a 9? Apparently it was like a mistake or something, but honestly, I don't even know why he was a guest judge. I feel like they should only have dancers as guest judges, but honestly, I don't know. I love them. I really think that they're going to win, honestly.
yeah, I agree. She, like, even in the intros, they show how she's very determined. She's also just so talented, and she also has a lot of influence. Being a social media influencer, there's a lot of people rooting for her just right away. She was one of the first people to be announced for the season, and so there is a lot of people just rooting for her just from the get-go. And so she honestly has also grown the most and seems just like a natural born dancer. She's got this.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
pretty much it. I mean,
and that's all we have for this segment on the A-list. We hope you like our takes on Dancing with the Stars.
tune in next Tuesday and text Jordan or Robert to the number 21523. Stay tuned after the break for a little trivia against new and old UATV members.
Segment of the show. I am Simone Thomas, and tonight I will be hosting another round of UATV 3 trivia. If you followed our last episode of our On the A-List, we had our production team compete against our reporters in a very intense game on common trivia. I got to represent our production team, who won, might I add, but tonight we are back with some fresh faces and some fresh questions. This is trivia, old versus new reporters. So for round 1, we have Alex, who is representing our new reporters, and Bella, who is representing our old reporters. And so, for the first question, this one is going to be a hard hitter. How many presidents have died in an office? Bonus points for every one you can name. Bella?
Robert F. Kennedy, who was shot. Abraham Lincoln. And then, yeah, those two. Mm-hmm.
Well, I will say you got one of them correct. Alex, would you like to answer?
Can I say the number?
You can say a
I think?
number. Yeah.
Is it 4?
No. Would you like to try again, Bella?
Yeah, I'll try again. Yeah, not Abraham Lincoln. I just realized that. I would say 5.
Okay.
It is 5.
Oh, you want me to guess another
Yeah,
number now?
try it.
I'll go with. I was gonna say 5 next. I'll go 6.
I'm sorry, but both of you guys are wrong. It was actually 8. It was John F. Kennedy, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Warren G. Harding, William McKinley, James Garfield. Abraham Lincoln was one, so you did get that. Zachary Taylor and William Henry Harrison. On to the next question. What are the 5 Great Lakes? Alex,
I think I can name like 1.
you gotta name all 5.
Oh, okay. Lake Michigan.
Okay.
Lake. I don't know. I don't know.
Bella, would you like
Okay,
to
wait.
steal?
Mississippi. Wait, that's a real Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
The famous lakes. Lake Ontario.
Okay.
Bang. Lake Ontario.
I don't think she's got it.
You know, shut up. Lake Ontario, and then there's one more in Michigan. Lake Superior.
Okay.
Lake Superior.
You got 2 more.
2 more. Are they in Michigan?
They're in that surrounding
They're
area.
in that surrounding area. Okay. Oh, Lake Superior. Oh my gosh, this is really hard. And Lake Ontario, Lake Superior. Okay.
Their last 2 were Huron and Erie.
I knew.
but
Okay.
Yes, that was a
Should've
good
got
try.
that. Erie.
Okay, for the last question, I'll go easy on you. What country is the largest in the world? Alex.
Russia.
Yes, correct. That is 1 point for new reporters, and on to the next round. On to round 2, we now have Gabby, who is representing old reporters, and Camden, who is representing new reporters. So, for your guys' first question, who was the second president of the United States? Gabby?
John Adams.
Yes, correct. Point for old reporters. Okay.
I know Hamilton. Yeah.
On to the next one. Who is considered the father of relativity? Camden?
Albert Einstein.
Correct. That is a point for new reporters.
Let's go.
Okay. Now we're going to move on to a little bit more of a difficult one. In what year did World War II end? Ooh, I think that was Camden.
1945.
Correct.
We're locked,
That
guys.
is
We're locked.
2 points
We're
for
locked in. Let's
new
go.
reporters and
Let's
1
go.
point for old reporters. On to round 3. This is round 3, and we now have Lorelai and Locke. So on to your first question. Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Locke?
Michelangelo.
Correct. That is a point for new reporters. Okay, let's move on to this one. In what country is the Chernobyl nuclear plant located?
Russia.
Close. Locke?
Ukraine.
That is another point for new reporters. Okay, let's try to go a little easy since some of these have been hard. I feel like this one you guys should know. Which singer has the most Grammy wins of all time? Locke?
Jay-Z.
No. Lorelai?
Beyonce.
Yes, correct. Okay, and that is the last question for this round. The last point did go to old reporters. On to round 4. We are now in round 4. We have Elias and Leah. So now for your first question. During World War II, Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy. Which country is this in? Elias?
I'm going to go with France.
Correct. That is a point for old reporters. Okay, on to the next one. What is the name of the series of programs and projects President Franklin D. Roosevelt enacted during the Great Depression? Elias?
Simone, that would be the New Deal.
Correct, Elias. That is another point for old reporters. Okay, since I threw 2 hard questions, this one should be an easy one. Simone Biles is famous for her skills in what sport?
Gymnastics.
Yes, that is the last point goes to our new reporters. On to round 5. It is now round 5. Our new reporters have 6 points, while our old reporters have 4 points. So it is a very tight mashup. Jacob, you have the chance to tie this game. So on to your first question. What is a group of crows called?
Would that be a flock?
Ooh, so close, but no. Oliver, would you like to answer?
It's a murderer.
A murder of crows. Yes, that is
Okay.
the right question. That is
Way to
the right
go,
answer.
Oliver.
Okay. What ancient epic poem tells Odysseus' journey home? Jacob?
That would be the Odyssey, question mark?
Yes, that is actually correct. Okay, now on to this one should be an easy question. What is the name of the smallest country in the world?
Oh.
Jacob?
That's the Vatican?
Yes, okay, the Vatican City. So now it is tied 6-6, and we will be on to our last round. We are now at our last round. I've brought in our general manager to help out the old reporters team. But with this being such a close game, the new reporters having a total of 7 points and the old reporters having a total of 6 points, I'm going to throw out some very hard questions. Okay, for your first question, which play by Shakespeare features the to be or not to be soliloquy? Yeah.
Hamlet.
Correct. This is a point for new reporters. Okay, on to the next one. The shot heard around the world describes the beginning of which battles in the American Revolution? Yes, Christy.
This is going to be wrong. Normandy.
That is incorrect.
Is it Gettysburg?
That is incorrect. Christy, back to you.
I learned this in my history class this semester. Give me a minute. The Battle of Saratoga?
No, I'm sorry, Colin. One last chance.
I haven't taken history since like 7th grade, to be completely honest, and that was like COVID's. I don't know. Man, I really wish I had ChatGPT right now. Is it the Battle of Versailles?
Oh, sadly, nobody gets the point for that question. On to the last question. This can be the winner takes all question, honestly. In 1863, what memorable speech did Abraham Lincoln give during the dedication of the soldiers?
The Gettysburg Address.
Yes. That is another point for new reporters. Would you guys like to do another question just to close it all off?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. Which famous historical document begins with the words, "We hold these truths to be self-evident"?
This is not even relevant to the United States of America.
It actually is, like, it very much is, honestly.
Guys, this is... I'm ung for a
Christy.
reason, bro.
Okay, wait. We hold these truths to be self-evident that every man is created equal. Okay.
Touch grass, bro. This is crazy.
Is it, oh my god. I know this. Hold on.
Colin, you could steal this question.
No.
Just throw out a historical document, honestly.
Can I text a friend?
No, but it's very...
I can't phone a friend.
Oh, it's very significant to...
Can I just phone a friend?
Well, no, sorry.
Okay,
I start thinking.
Hold on. I need to lock in.
Colin is phoning a friend. I can't really argue against him. He's my boss.
What's the question?
Which famous historical document begins with the words, "We hold these truths to be self-evident"?
No, wait, it's my turn.
You got it. Christy, you can steal this question while he phones a friend.
Okay.
What famous document starts
No,
with
wait. Okay, hold
"We
on.
hold this truth"?
That would be
The Declaration of Independence.
Exactly. Nailed it. It's that famous line at the
And with that, new reporters take the game. I couldn't argue with that. He's my boss. I can't argue against him. But with that comes the
ChatGPT failed
end
me.
to our trivia segment. Also comes the end of tonight's show. Thank you so much for joining us. From community to pop culture and confusing questions, this has been On the A-List. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can catch up on the rest of the fun shows we have in store. Once again, I'm Simone Thomas. Have a great night, Wildcats.